just need 3 things to go big. It's actually not that complicated. You need the right mindset, the right skill set, and the right network. And that's actually it. Simple, right? Simple, but not easy. What do you think is the hardest of those 3? Mindset, skill set, network. Anybody, just shout it out. Mindset, absolutely. Because if you think you can go big, you can. And you really can only grow your business as big as you grow yourself. Once you have that part down, it's just about going and getting the skills. And one of those skills is fundraising. Or it's hiring for those skills or partnering for those skills that you don't have. But it's also owning the thing that you're incredible at. Because the women entrepreneurs I meet, you guys are amazing at what you do. That's how you got the courage to go start your business in the first place. And then you can just find people who complement that. And the network is so important, not just your professional network, it's also your personal network. And that is what helps you take the business big. It's being in the right rooms with the right people to find the funding, the partnerships, and to take your business international or whatever it is you want to do with it. So this is what it's like fundraising. Mahatma Gandhi said it best. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. I don't think he wrote that for women raising venture capital, but it is the quote that most perfectly applies. So you'd love to get that hole-in-one, right? Wouldn't it be great if you could just go to the meeting and say, here's my amazing company, and write me the check? And I wish I could tell you it worked that way. But it takes many months to raise capital. And probably the most important part is what happens before that first meeting. So of course you'll go to Google and see what they're writing about on Twitter or on their blog. That's obvious. But there are some less obvious things that need to happen before any meeting with a VC. First of all, or an angel, you want to keep in mind that you're not raising money from, let's say, Union Square Ventures, which is one of the largest VCs in the country. You're raising money from Fred Wilson, who is the partner at Union Square Ventures. You're not meeting with a company, you're meeting with a person, and you need to know everything you can about that person. This goes for angel and VC. So online, you can find interviews where they might talk about what kinds of companies they love to fund. You might find conferences they spoke at where you can get the transcript of what they talked about. VCs and angels tend to be very public about what they like and don't like in companies, so that's all available. But almost more importantly is what you can find offline. And I'm going to borrow a term from my nonprofit fundraising days. When we were raising funds from major donors, people who write checks from $100,000 to $1 million for a nonprofit project, we always looked for what were called natural partners. A natural partner is someone who knows the person you're fundraising from and can give you some behind-the-scenes information you'll never find on the internet. So back to the fact that this is a person you're sitting down with, let's say when you go to meet with Fred Wilson, one of his companies just went under that morning. He's now out thousands or millions of dollars. Is that the day you want to meet with him to ask him for money for your company? Has his child just been expelled from a fancy boarding school? You want to know what's happening in this guy's life. So these are your greatest allies, these natural partners, and I encourage you to be on the lookout for them starting today.